Today's sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada, where the memorial torch honoring legendary owner Al Davis has just been lit, and we are set for football at Allegiant Stadium. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. On the Bears sideline, the head man, Ben Johnson. These guys finally got in the win column last week following two straight losses to start the year. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys came up short on the road last week. Now they're trying to turn things around in front of the home crowd here. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
And the talented young man took over as the full-time starter Week 6 of last season, showed a ton of promise as a rookie, despite having minimal help around him. His talent and potential, vast. I expect him to have a huge second year in the NFL.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That play doomed from the start thanks to the defensive effort of Grady Jarrett. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's May. Over the middle, hooks up with the tight end Bowers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A run straight ahead with Genty. A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
Las Vegas, first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll go again with Genty. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right of the yard.
It's a gain of 9.
The Raiders at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you guys had a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well set up for the remainder of the season to follow.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
To throw, it's May. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thomas. A gain of 5, and it's 3rd and 4 now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll throw with May. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with May. That is caught. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Up the middle, it's Genty. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Throwing here is May. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Jeff Besh, his second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So here now the Bears offense for their first drive of the game. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
Had an up-and-down rookie season, but at times definitely showed exactly why he was so highly regarded coming out of college. Threw for 20 touchdowns as a rookie, but expects to take a massive leap with his new head coach, Ben Johnson, calling plays and designing the offense.
Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
To the air, Williams. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Nick Bonito. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That's taken on the 25. A very good return there, give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Raiders football 1st and 10. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
The loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To the air, May. They'll try and set up the screen to Genty. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
And the Las Vegas first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On the give, Genty. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 52 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
First down. 1st and and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Looking to throw. May. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now.
He was covered by Kevin Byard.
Now back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Ashton Jeanty, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Play action. Now Williams to the left side. He's got his tight end Loveland. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 32-yard line.
Here's Williams. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. To throw, it's Williams. Flushed out right. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Throwing is Williams. That's complete. Roma Dunze. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
At the 46-yard line.
In motion goes the tight end. This is Swift on the counter. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Williams going to sneak it. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. They'll go play action here with Williams. Short throw. He's got Kraft. Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw is Williams. And the Raiders have got him. Nick Bonito. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
I know we don't have a special scoreboard to show it, but the offense, they've surrendered more sacks than they have points thus far. This defense, they're winning in all phases of the game right now.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. They'll go. Here's Williams. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. 2nd and 9. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Short throw caught by Bowers. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be 3rd down.
Completion was given up, and that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
They're going on 4th down. May. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down.
Las Vegas. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Genty. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Now 2nd and 3. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Ashton Genty, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Raiders have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Now for the point after. And it is now 21-0. That time a 6-play drive. And it's capped off by a 13-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Chicago offense set to get started. And they have the game here followed by the open date on the calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
To throw, Williams. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider another sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. Now a first carry here for their running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Brings up second down at the 41-yard line.
Looking to throw. Williams. In trouble, and he's taken down. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack. But, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Williams. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
And it's 4th down.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fielded just inside the 20. 1:53 remaining in this first half of play. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Here's May. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 94 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
From the shotgun, May with it. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's 2nd and 10.
He was defended by Tyreek Stevenson.
To throw, it's May. Over the middle, hooks up with the tight end, Bowers. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 30. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. On the give, Genty. They find some open field here. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
They'll throw with May. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
An 8-yard gain brings up second down.
2nd and 1. They'll look middle here and give it to Odunze. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's complete to his rookie second-round pick. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. To the air, Williams. Flush to his right. And he'll get nothing out of that one. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. The final shot before break. Williams. That one out wide and intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So halftime here.
All right, Brandon,
west,
thanks much.
East. That's where we
this
find
the
Scott
first
Hansen
official Sunday of fall,
halftime.
the final week before buys kick in. A full schedule of 16 games on tap. Let's roll. Our trip through the NFL starts now. We begin at MetLife Stadium. The Giants at home to take on a team that traveled all the way across the country, the LA Chargers. And it's the rookie out of Ole Miss, Jackson Dart. He had it working. This one of 5 touchdown passes for the game. From there, why don't we go out to the space city of Houston, looking in on the Texans as they host the Tennessee Titans. And it's the rookie, the #1 pick in the draft, Cam Ward. This one of a pair of rushing touchdowns for him on the afternoon. With that, time to look at the rest of the action here in Week 4 as we wrap up the first month of the season. Meanwhile, our game has not been all that competitive, a one-sided affair through 2 quarters, as we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. The Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and that'll be second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On first and 10, it's Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Working out of the gun, Williams. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Raiders are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half. This carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
The drive will begin with a run by Genty. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 125 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Sliding out of the pocket. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They go play action now. May. He'll air this one out for Boyd. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Tyler Boyd, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders are able to add on to that lead. Point after try forthcoming. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Scotty, thank you as always. Well, likely 2 very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
His throw incomplete.
So many times we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
It got his man complete. A huge play there for Chicago. And even 40 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory. Down at the 33. And they'll send the tight end in motion. On play action, here's Williams. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
This has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks, paired that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
He'll get this into the hands of Adunze. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 13-yard line.
A gain of 27 on the play. And the Bears' 1st down.
Back to throw. Williams. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. DeAndre Swift, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears are able to cut into that deficit. So that, Charles, their first score of the ball game, obviously, coming here in the third quarter. Is that going to be enough to energize the troops?
It's a great question, and we'll wait to see the answer, but it's finally something for them to build on. Now they know that they can actually score against that defense.
Santos with the extra point, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half. Oh, good return up past the 30. The Raiders offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of the halftime talk for this defense. We've got to find a way to slow him down. That's probably what they're saying. But nothing that they have done has worked so far. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Swift brought him down. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 37-yard line.
A run out of the gun with Genty. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 143 yards rushing for him now as this sensational afternoon continues.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
From the shotgun, it's May. He'll get the tight end Bowers involved there. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Genty. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
4th down. Here's May. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down at their 49-yard line.
Play action. Now Williams. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Williams. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st down, Bears.
That's caught left side, Burden. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Raiders' 38-yard line.
To throw, it's Williams. Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a hold at the end of that one. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3/4 of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Throwing is Williams. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now it's the backup Keenum. Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 17-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Keenum. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Keenum. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. That's to Moore, and he's got it. Touchdown, Bears.
Touchdown, Chicago.
A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a heck of a return as he goes out of bounds across the 50 inside the 45.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
Oh, a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
And the Las Vegas 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Right back to Genty on 1st down. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 163 yards rushing for him now to this point. An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. First carry of the game for Zamir White. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. To the air, May. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
White will take this one in for a Vegas touchdown. This one now, Charles, you'd have to think all but over.
I would agree with that because this offensive line, they've been physical from the first snap of the game, and it's taken a toll on this defense, and it was never more evident than on that play right there. They continue to move the line of scrimmage forward, and they open up enough space there to get their guy into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Bears 14.
as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second down and 8. Swift going to try up the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A gain of 16 yards. And the Bears first down.
To throw, it's Keenum. That pass complete to Moore. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second down at the 49-yard line.
Now Keenum. And the Raiders have got him. The Bears on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 11. Now it's Keenum. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll get him down 2 yards shy after a pickup of 8. 4th and 2.
It's a gain of 8. But it brings up 4th down.
Now Keenum, gotta have this one. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Looking to throw, May. He finds his rookie wideout from Tennessee. First target, first catch, and a first down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Bears' 32-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Now it's 2nd and 10. Here's May. That is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. They'll throw with May. Flushed out right. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. They'll try and throw for it with May. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Incomplete. It's a turnover on down.
To throw is Keenum. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Here's Keenum to throw. Oh, Odunze wide open. It's complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
First down, Bears.
Throwing now is Keenum. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Here's a 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Keenum. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Swift. And Swift is not going to get there as they stop him short of the yellow line.
It's a loss of 2 yards.
Desperation time for Keenum on 4th. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Back to throw, Keenum. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Keenum now to throw. Throw right side taken in by Adunze. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
A 4-yard gain. Brings up 2nd.
And he'll indeed get him to the line and spike it here to stop the clock. This likely a must-have, 3rd and goal. Shotgun snap for Keenum. Oh, Keenum has it knocked away. It's loose. And the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The Raiders heading out to take over. CD, this is the ideal situation in the fourth quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful. They've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms.
They'll start the drive with a give to White. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They keep it on the ground. White again. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So for Las Vegas, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they'll drop down to 1-3. And fortunately for them, they'll have the early bye next week as they return to action in Week 6. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
1 month down, and what a month it was. I'm Scott Hanson. Here's your Week 4 edition of the EA Sports Weekly Recap. Plenty of action to get to. We'll begin at MetLife Stadium. The Giants at home to take on the LA Chargers. And it's the rookie out of Ole Miss, Jackson Dart. He's going to find his man, and he did plenty of that. 1 of 5 touchdown passes on the afternoon. From there, it's off to Tampa. Let's look in on the Buccaneers. They're hosting the Philadelphia Eagles. And this is Cade Otton. A brilliant catch and run for the touchdown. The Buccaneers are now 4-0. What a first month as they continue to roll. One last one to show you, and it's in Detroit. It's the Lions taking on the Cleveland Browns. And this is ARSB Amon-Ra St. Brown. They're going to get it out to him on the right side and then watch him do the rest. Whoa, is he fun to watch. The Lions have no problems in this one. They get it done in blowout fashion. That'll do it for us. Until next week, Scott Hanson in Orlando. Good night from all of us at EA Sports.